Our today's topic is ellipse. First we'll take the definition of ellipse. It is a path that traced by a point which moves in a plane in such a way that the sum of its distance from a two fixed point in the plane is a constant. Suppose we have a point this. If this is a center, these are the foci, and this point moves in such a way in the path that the sum Pf1 plus Pf2 is a constant. I am revising for one more time that it is a path that traced by a point which moves in a plane in such a way that the sum of its distance from two fixed points in the plane is a constant. Means if this particular point move in the plane, the figure that is traced is a ellipse. Means the structure that is traced by a movement of this point is a ellipse, and the condition for this is that Pf1 plus Pf2 is a constant. So this is the definition. Now we'll move toward different parameters for the ellipse. We have two standard form of ellipse. First we take this one. We have two standard form. First one is horizontal and another one is vertical. Means what are the different parameters according to which we can calculate different things for ellipse. This is the center of the ellipse. If we denote as O, then the center will be 0, 0. It is on the center. Then we have two foci. The plural of focus is foci. We have two focus in this, that is F1 and F2. The distance here is C. The distance is same. This is C. 0 to F1 is C and 0 to F2 is also C. Let this is a point which we are talking about, that is moment tracer ellipse. The end point here is AB. Now it has two axes. One is called the major axis and one is called the minor axis. Suppose this is C and this point is D. So the line segment AB here is a major axis and the line segment CD here is a minor axis. The endpoints of the major axis is called the vertices of the ellipse. The vertex of the ellipse lie on the major axis only. So the endpoints here are A and B. So A and B are the vertices of the ellipse. Major axis. We have major axis is AB, then minor axis is the line segment CD. Now moving toward vertices. Vertices we have A and B. Show you how to calculate the value of A and B. Suppose the distance is A, then the point for A is minus A0 because it lie on the opposite side of x-axis, and this one will be A and 0 because this is x, this one is x dash, this is y, and this one is y dash. So the vertices are A will be minus A0 and B will be A0. These are the vertices of the ellipse. Which one ellipse is? This one is horizontal. Horizontal ellipse. We have vertices. Now we take the coordinates for both the focus, the foci. Foci is, the point for this will be F1 because it's again in the opposite side of x-axis. So this will be minus C0 and this will be C0. So the points for F1 will be minus C0 and this one is C0. Let me remind you again that why this point is 0, because it's on the x-axis. So we cover certain parameters for this. Now we have the length of major axis. The length of major axis will be, this distance is A and this distance is A. So the length of major axis will be 2A. Length of minor axis will be 2B. If we consider the distance as B, then the length of minor axis will be 2B. Equation of major axis. The equation of major axis, as you can see that the major axis lie on the x-axis. So the equation of major axis, will be y equals to 0. And the equation of minor axis will be x equals to 0. We have two equations, minor and major. Then the length of lattice rectum. What is the lattice rectum? Lattice rectum is a chord that passing through the foci. This is the lattice rectum. So length of lattice rectum will be 2b square upon A. This is the length of the lattice rectum. So what we cover here? We cover that the center is 0, 0. The vertices for horizontal ellipse will be minus A0 and A0. Then the foci will be F1 does this minus C0 and F2 will be C0. Then length of major axis will be 2A and the length of minor axis will be 2B. Then the equation of major axis will be y equals to 0 and the equation of minor axis will be x equals to 0. Length of lattice rectum will be 2b square upon A. Now the term come eccentricity. So what is the eccentricity? The ratio C upon A is called the eccentricity of the ellipse. This is called the eccentricity. Now the value of C in term of A and B will be C equals to root of A square minus B square. Wherever C is required, you will find the value of C with the help of A and B. This is A square minus B square. This term should be noted. Now we'll move toward the standard form of the horizontal. The standard form for this will be x square upon A square plus y square upon B square equals to 1, where the value of B lie between 0 to A, means the value of B is less than A. Now we take the second standard form of ellipse, that is vertical one. This is the center. Now the vertex will be on this side because the vertex lie only on the major axis. Now the thing will change accordingly to this. This will be F1, this is F2, the distance will be C again. Now all the points accordingly to the axis will change. The center for this ellipse will be 0, 0. Now the vertices for this will be, because the vertex are here, so it will be 0 and minus A. This will be 0 and A. Now the value of foci will change accordingly to the axis. The foci will be 0 and minus C because now it's here 0 and minus C, and this will be 0 and C. Why it's 0 and C? Because now it's on the y-axis. Major axis is on the y-axis. Length of major axis, length of minor axis will be remain as it is in horizontal axis, horizontal ellipse. The equation of major axis is x equals to 0 and the equation of minor axis is y equals to 0. Length of latest rectum will be same here, that will be 2b square upon a, and eccentricity is also same here, that is E equals to c upon a. Eccentricity that I told you is the ratio c upon a. Now the standard form for this is x square upon b square plus y square upon a square equals to 1. This is the standard form of vertical ellipse. Again the value of b lie between 0 to a. What step you have to note, that if a equation is given and the value here is greater than this value, then that will be the horizontal ellipse, and if the value of this is less than the value of this a, then it is a vertical ellipse. Means in our first and standard form, a square is greater here and b square is less, but here a square is less and b square is greater. You have to recognize the equation accordingly to the values. This number should be greater than this number for the horizontal ellipse, and if this number is greater than this value, then it's a vertical ellipse. Example number 1 is that find the length of major and minor axes, coordinates of the vertices and the foci, the eccentricity and the length of the latest rectum of the ellipse. And the equation of the ellipse is given in the example is x square upon 16 plus y square upon 9 equals to 1. This is the equation that is given. X square upon 16 plus y square upon 9. First you have to recognize the equation in both of the between both of the standard form. Which equation is this? This one is the horizontal ellipse, because here this value is greater than this value. So this is a horizontal ellipse. You have to mention in your example that for which ellipse you are working, horizontal or vertical. So the first thing in the example is just to recognize the equation. The equation is your horizontal ellipse. The second step is that you will compare this value. You will compare this value with the standard form. Standard form, after comparing the value of the standard form, we have a square equals to 16 and b square equals to 9. That means the value of a is 4 and the value of b is 3. After this, do calculate the value of c, because it's required in the thing which is asked in the question. C equals to square root of a square minus b square. Putting the values, 4 square minus 3 square, 16 minus 9. So the value of c is root 7 we have. So the value of a is 4 we have, b is 3 and c is root 7. These are the information which are required. Now we'll find each and everything which is asked in the question. First we'll find the length of major and minor axis. So the length of major axis, that is 2a, means 2 into 4, that is 8 units. Then length of minor axis is 2b, that is 6 units. The second thing which is asked is that we have to find the coordinates of the vertices and the coordinates of the foci. So the coordinate of the vertices are, let it be A and B. The value of A is minus A0 and the value of B is A0 for the horizontal axis, means minus 40 and 40. These are the coordinates of vertex. Then we have the coordinates of foci, that means F1 and F2. The value of F1 is minus C0 and the value of F2 is C0. Putting the values, F1 root 7 minus root 70 and F2 will be root 7 0. Then we have to find the value of eccentricity. Eccentricity is nothing but the ratio of C upon A. The value of C is root 7 and the value of A is 4. So eccentricity is root 7 upon 4. Then the length of latus rectum. Length of latus rectum will be 2b square upon A. B square is 9. This is 4. This is 9 upon 2. So these are the certain things which we can calculate from the equation. Our next example is find the length of the major and minor axis, coordinates of the vertex, foci, the eccentricity and the length of the latus rectum of the ellipse. All certain things which we have calculated in our earlier example. Now the equation here given is 4x square plus 9y square equals to 144. This is the equation that is given. Now first you have to make it as it look like the standard form. So you have to make the equation like this. What you can do, whatever is given in the right hand side, you will divide the whole equation by that number. The number is 144. That means you divide the whole equation by this number. So it will automatically convert in such a way that you want. 144, that will be cancelled out. So now our equation is x square upon 36 plus y square upon 16 equals to 1. Now this equation look like the standard form. So now our equation is x square upon 36 plus y square upon 16 equals to 1. Now we'll recognize the ellipse. This value is greater than this value, so this will be horizontal ellipse. As I have told that you have to mention in your example for each and every time, then you will compare it with the standard form. The standard form is x square upon a square plus y square upon b square equals to 1. We get the value a square equals to 36 and b square equals to 16. So the value of a is 6 and the value of b is 4. This is how we can get the value of a and b. Now after that we'll calculate the value of c also. C equals to a square minus b square. The value of a square is 36 and the value of b square is 16. On calculating we get the value of c, that is 2 root 5. Now we can easily find out the various things which is asked in the question. We can note down this value. A we have 6, B we have 4 and C we have 2 root. First thing which we have to calculate is the length of major and minor axis. Length of major axis, that is 2a. 2 into 6, it will be 12 units. Then length of minor axis, length of minor axis will be 2b, 2 into the value of b is given here 4, 8 units. This is the first thing which is asked. Then we have to find the coordinates of the vertices and the foci. So the coordinates of vertices are, let it be a and b. The value of a is minus a0, that is minus 6 0, and the value of b will be 6 0. Then we have to find the coordinates of foci. f1, the value of f1 is minus c0, the value of c is 2 root 5, so it will be minus 2 root 5 0, and f2 will be 2 root 5 0. The third thing which is asked in the question is eccentricity. The value of eccentricity is the ratio c upon a. The value of c is given here is 2 root 5, and the value of a is 6. This will be the eccentricity. And the last thing is the length of latus rectum. Length of latus rectum, that is 2b square upon a. Putting all the values we have, 2 into b square, that is 16 upon 6. This is the length of latus rectum. In our third example, we have to calculate all the things which we have calculated in our earlier example. Now the equation is given x square upon 4 plus y square upon 36 equals to 1. Now first we have to recognize the ellipse. Here the value of this is less than the value of this. So what kind of ellipse is this? This one is vertical. We have to mention in our example because all the things will change accordingly to the type which is given in the question. So the standard form will be x square upon b square plus y square upon a square equals to 1. On comparing the values, we have b square equals to 4 and a square equals to 36, because now this is the value of b. So we get the value of b is 2 and a is 6. This is the difference between our first example and this one. A is 6 and b is 2. C will be 4 root 2 after putting the value of in this equation. We'll get the value of C 4 root 2. Now we'll use all this information for finding different things which is asked in the question. We can write down it here. A is 6, B is 2 and C will be 4 root 2. Now the first thing which we have to calculate is length of major axis. Into A. This will be 12 units. Minor axis will be 2B, that will be 2 into 2, 4 units. So these are the length of major and minor axis. Now we have to find the coordinates of vertices and foci. Vertices, now the value of vertices will be 0 and minus a, and b will be 0 and a, because now this is a vertical ellipse. 0, the value of a is given minus 6, and B is 0 and 6. So these are the coordinates. Now the coordinates of OK, we have value of F1 will be now 0 and minus C, and the value of F2 will be putting the value of C minus 4 root 2 4 root 2. Now the third thing which is asked in the question is eccentricity. Eccentricity is a ratio C upon A, so that will be 4 root 2 upon 6 . This is the eccentricity. Now we have to calculate the length of latest rectum. It will be same for both the ellipse. Latest rectum will be 2b square upon A. The value of b square will be 4 and the value of A will be 6. Four upon 3 units. Wherever it is written that you have to calculate the length, don't forget to write units because it's a distance. So you have to mention the units. So what you have to do for each and every example, first you have to recognize which kind of ellipse is this, then you will go for the formulae accordingly to the standard form of the ellipse. So because each and every ellipse is somehow it's different from other, especially in the case of coordinates. The coordinates will be changed according to the standard form of the ellipse. Thank you.